Hey there, I hope you're having an excellent morning. Today is a great day to consider if you could be creating better financial health. So when I say that, I want to talk with you specifically about the stages of foundational planning. As a licensed agent in Colorado and a partner agent with the Wealth Store, I'm really invested in helping people holistically build financial wealth. And when we do that, we focus on 4 main tenets. So the first one is debt elimination, because you guys, debt is heavy. With the strategy that we employ, primarily through education and really helping clients lower their interest rates and pay down that debt quickly, getting rid of compounded interest and extra taxes that they pay, our clients on average get out of debt within under 9 years or less. This is the first component because it's so important. You have to free up your cash before you can then invest it wisely to, for instance, tenant number 2, begin building an estate. And part of what we do with helping clients develop an estate is the setting up of a living trust. So a living trust protects your assets. Nothing is specifically in your name, rather they're in the living trust. Now you control the living trust, but should someone ever sue you, you don't technically have anything in your name, so your assets are lawsuit proof. Furthermore, there's a tax shelter that is created so that when you should pass away, your family doesn't have to carry on this estate tax. So it's a really big deal. In addition to that, we help put the 12 documents in place, not just the will, all of the 12 documents that state how everything should be handled should you suddenly become incapacitated or unable to manage your affairs. Now, if that were to happen and you don't have these documents in place, it can really be up to your family and what happens to you. Not having your affairs managed puts a lot of stress on you and your family later in life, especially if people are just scrambling to try and get everything in order. If you do it ahead of time, it is a much smoother process, and it allows your family to be with each other rather than talking with lawyers at the end of one's life. So those are the first 2 tenets. The third tenet is about retirement planning. Now, a lot of us are like, oh, I'm too young, I don't need to worry about that. Well, guess what, buddy? It's actually never too young. So when we free up cash flow through debt elimination, we're able to help individual actually build wealth through what we use as whole life insurance. And you have a cash value that you can withdraw from and never need to pay back. So this is a great way to not only pay off college, invest in a new business, buy a house, do whatever. The benefit of a whole life plan, especially how we work it through our company, is that with tenant number 4, should something unexpectedly happen, well, there's a plan in place for that. It's called a death benefit. Your family gets paid, or if you suddenly have a terminal illness, you get paid to help deal with the hospital bills. It's an accelerated rider. And there are a lot of different things we put in place. So what this entire umbrella, this holistic financial planning does, it helps our clients to get out of debt, it helps them develop an estate, as well as create a tax shelter for all of their assets, pay less in compounded interest and taxes, as I just mentioned, plan for retirement so that if someone were to start now in their 30s or 40s, they would have millions to cash out of that policy by the time they actually retire, even if all they do is just work at a grocery store. And then, of course, have a plan in place should something go wrong, because you guys, that life is incredibly unexpected. While we don't want to think about it, something could happen like that. And if that's the case, if there's no plan in place, you and your family are going to spend more money. You're going to be in just a scramble position trying to get everything in place. And if you don't have adequate insurance or support lined up, you could really be trying to pay off the bills of these unexpected events for decades. So with this holistic planning, which this is just scratching the surface, I would love to share so much more with you. This is how we essentially help clients. If you're interested in learning more, I'm going to have free webinars every other week, and go to my website, mandyfroelich.com. Look up on the menu bar where you're going to see free webinar. Also, feel free just to reach out, because what we can do is set up a call and we'll just go through your current planning compared to what we can do for you, totally free of charge. And it just gives you a snapshot of what you could be doing, what could be different. And yeah, I hope you guys join me for an upcoming webinar, and reach out if you have any questions. Have a great day.